Alright, welcome to part 2 of this video in which we actually micromanage the cities a bit more in an attempt to shave off some turns. We are going to go freedom again. We are going to do a lot of things in a very similar method. But the goal is to beat our previous time of 212 to plastics. Notice that we don't actually finish fertilizer, we're just going to go straight for plastics. And if Beetle actually did take the time to finish fertilizer, I mean, due to the ways the science speeds up as we get public schools done and such, it wouldn't actually be a full 8 turns, but that might have been a difference of, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 turns. So if you add that on, I suppose it could possibly be a bit more, but there's no reason really to get fertilizer in this case, so we're going to take radios free, industrialization, shoot straight to plastics. I'm not going to burn any great scientists or anything. Cusco, apparently we're establishing surveillance. We have 176 versus his 180, so he's kind of useless to spy on. I'm not even going to bother. Going to send this guy to Hong Kong, because we're going to want to try to get some happiness from them. We have another one in Milan. And I'm going to go ahead and send another one over to I don't know, Zanzibar maybe, for more happiness, possibly, and just so I have the city-states around me controlled. How much control is Zanzibar under? 103. Kiev wanted Islam last saved, but they're way more under control. And Brussels is way over there, so I think we're going to just go with Zanzibar, sure. There's no point, it seems, to spy on the Incans right now, though. Alright, so, some micromanagement time. Let's get some of this stuff done. First, removing the jungle. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're sitting on the antiquity sites because of the open borders, which we shouldn't have granted in the first place. We're going to want to go to Rome. We're going to give you our open borders for free, because we're like awesome like that, basically. That's the technical definition, in fact, awesome like that. We only want one, so we're going to go check the others out here. Open borders, we do that, perfect. China, we have open borders each way, so no real good options there. No good options there.
Good day.
You, I'm going to bribe. Preemptively this time. You, I'm going to bribe. I'm going to try to maintain positive relationships with you two. And Caesar. You still sort of like me here. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to try bribing you 5 gold a turn too. Let's see if that keeps it positive enough to avoid some of the other problems.
Ah, välkommen!
And we'll try you as well. So we're bribing pretty much everyone but what, William, China, the Aztecs, and Rome. Probably don't need to, because freedom alone should suffice. We'll keep our exploration going over here. Alright, so let's start with the capital. So, problem number 1. We aren't working the scientist slots. That's a huge problem. Now, we're only 20 away from finishing East India Company, so I'm just going to freaking finish it just so we get the extra gold return and from various measures. But we're going to focus on working these slots here. The fact that we don't have the second thing in rationalism makes me want to weep a little bit, but that is the situation. We're stuck with that for better or for worse. That's fine. Do we not have a freaking granary in the capital? We do. Oh, right. No fertilizer. Right. I'm not used to cutting down bananas. I'm gonna lock these all in for right now, just to think about this for a second. So that's what we have to work with. Growth is important, but we are way behind on our infrastructure on multiple levels right now. So, I'm going to focus more on that for a moment. I'm basically just trading off 4 food tiles if I can get a larger total yield from other tiles involving production. So everything left, 6 iron, so that's 6 production there. That's fine. We'll grow next turn, which means we can swap this over to, say, that, and it'll grow back onto that iron. That's fine. We need to get the other caravans up and running, or, well, reroute them. Like, we don't even have 3 to the capital, which we should. I don't know why we'd ever work the workshops without the science benefit from stuff. That is just disturbing. We'll work there, work that, work that, work that. We need some production, work that, work that, work that, work that, work that. I mean, one food for gold. I really don't like that, so I'm gonna swap that over for right now, which frees up my ability to work that. We really have no need for an armory in some of these cities, but I'll leave it there just so we don't skew the results too much the other way. I wouldn't have built it this early unless I was planning on actually producing units from that city, which it doesn't look like we are right now, so I'll leave that as is. I'll leave this as is. This will be a lot faster once we get past this stage, in effect. You over here. That looks fine. Don't think I really have much better at the moment. And on the last one down here. Work that, work that, work that, work that. Work that, that, that. That. I mean, I really don't want to be working for production tiles at this point so much, but I don't think I have much alternative. Again, this would be a lot faster if I was aware of all these facets of the game from the start instead of having to try to build them up together here and readjust them all as we came about. Okay, so we're going to go with this for now. We can finish that, we'll finish this. We have the public school working over here. Alright. So we're at 19 gold per turn. Maybe it takes till next turn to apply. That is weird, because we should be getting more than 2 gold per turn from that. Okay, what do we want to do here? I might need to get the Colosseums up because we're about to have major happiness problems. And we gotta get the public school up right after that. There's no point in spending the workers' time and energy removing that jungle right now. There's more important things to be doing. And because happiness is of severe concern, we're going to go with this. As I explained before, that winds up being better happiness overall. Capital grew, cool. And lots of production, because we're in a production critical section here. Let's get the public school rolling. I don't even have another 4-food tile to reasonably work over here. Huh. Alright, need to turn off the animations again. So we can already see that we're getting, what, 261 from science right now. Without any of the other stuff. Why are those trade routes not giving me the extra from East India? That is weird. Trade route other players make to a city with the East India Company generates extra money. Don't think we can stop the passage of the banning of whales, it looks like, but just to be consistent, I'll vote the same way. That was about to grow. I don't actually have a pure production tile to grow into. So I'll just leave it as is, I suppose.
Ik geloof dat ik iets heb wat u enig belang zal inboezemen.
Wheels were banned. Public school is done, though. Until we get our happiness back up, we'll drop some of the pure food here, I suppose. I suppose here's where we bribed the state last time, but we didn't this time because we're bribing everybody else and lost
Good day.
like 20 gold per turn, so
Go
add
ahead.
that up over the turns, it adds up, I suppose. You basically have no money.
Μέλημα. Ακούω. Ναι, φίλτατος.
Use this to bribe Hong Kong right now. It's least up to 0 happiness. Amazing.
Ik geloof dat ik iets...
Supporting the Incas again. So ideally we'd have enough population or able to work these extra 4 food tiles, and we'd have like a new 2 caravans to the city to have it growing more steadily. So now I'm stuck in the awkward position. Do I want to lose the output or do I want to lose the growth? Right now, given the current state of things, I'm thinking I'm going to lose the growth. Make it up for it later on. But there goes Eiffel Tower. Who do I still have open borders with? Looks like that's about it. So I can move those guys back into the city and save some gold per turn. I am actually going to lock in this production tile because we already have a lot of growth. And we need some production because we are terribly behind on infrastructure in this city.
今天怎么样？往下说。我同意。继续。什么？我同意。继续。继续。我同意。继续。往下说。我同意。往下说。
Saving you again. Circular point and rationalism. So just to be on topic, right? As I recall, we went from 297 to like 360 last time, so we're already up to 380 instead. So we've already gained another like 5% science by micromanaging some of the stuff, and I think Harar built the public school first last time too. So take that for what it's worth.
Is the following trade of interest to you?
Ήκουσα σε πρέποντα Τεσσαλοτρία.
I guess this other trade routes
There
from
never
Mount
was a
Absbal,
good
but that's
knife
why they're
made
the
at
other
that
cities.
steep.
Oh right, it was set to automatic faith purchase for Great Engineer. That is weird, because now we're having this Great Engineer sitting around taking up Yeah. Just sitting around eating up our money. Don't know why you'd automatically buy.
Ήκουσα...
Okay, now we get pressure more. We're basically looking at reducing the amount of food here. Look at that while we're unhappy, we're not getting the full benefit from it. The fact that we have so many tiles unimproved is also quite disturbing, but it is what it is.
Ik geloof dat ik iets heb wat u enig belang zal inboezemen. Wederom gegroet. Ja? Ik geloof dat ik iets heb wat u enig belang zal inboezemen. Ik moet weigeren. Ik moet weigeren. Ik moet weigeren.
3 gold per turn is
Zeker
90
niet.
gold.
Uitstekend.
Well, thankfully I don't have that much gold, but I just wasted 60 gold completely, so that was genius of me. Thank you very much, I'll be here all week. That was not what I meant to do, and at this point I can't afford to go into negative gold territory. Which is what makes this even better. Normally I could afford to go in negatives briefly, but I have to make sure I stay completely positive here. Which is really bad.
Min vän, det är min övertygelse.
And thanks to our bribery, we managed to become friends with Gustav. How about that? We are in revolutionary wave, so we've sunk as far as we can sink. I suppose there's something slightly comforting about that. Could one of you move out of the way, please? Thanks. And I never went and fulfilled the steaming bonus, did I? And in neither game did I actually then combine the stuff in the Hermitage, though we need more great artists, and I'm saving this one for a golden age. Still, it's late, I'm tired. I'm trying to adjust to too many games here. I screw up.
今天怎么样？我同意。
Oh,
什么？
no World's Fair this time, interesting.
今天怎么样？
I mean, ideally at this point you
我的
have
朋友，
enough great
你认
people.
为这个要求能
And
接
slowing
受
down the
吗？
scientists shouldn't matter too much. And she'd give us a lot for this, relatively speaking.
不行，不行，当然不行，不行。
And there's basically nothing we can do to stop the passage of arts funding, most likely anyway, so... That's one reason I'm not horrendously concerned. So at this projected path, we're looking at 24, 27 turns to finish this. But I think we have 1... 2... Or at least 2 research agreements to speed that up slightly. We haven't even gotten the second thing in freedom yet, to speed up some growth. Great scientist.
“我的朋友”。
How do we just lose 10 gold per turn? Oh right, all the trade deals that ended. I was thinking, did I have
Good
some
day.
other weird things here?
I'm listening. Is the following trade of interest to you? I'm listening. All right. Proceed. I'm listening. No.
Walyunana walahke. Shikikto otseki. Nikaki. Milagua. Shikikto otseki.
Ah, välkommen!
reorientating some stuff in light of the hydro plant. And I'm not sure why I was locked into that tile up there. Some stupid mistake I made, I'm sure. Interesting. It's probably in part due to the fact that instead of World's Fair, you proposed embargo to China, which is going to annoy China more, and not give a positive rep with everyone else. Part of the problem here, as I mentioned before, is the lack of size in the cities. If they were larger, we'd be having, every pop in one of these outside cities, if there is another gold per turn, so that could be another, let's say, 10, 11 gold per turn if they were all like size 20. Then if Addis Ababa was more like proper size 30, that's an extra, that's an extra 2 gold, basically, from each of those cities as well. So you're talking, 17 extra gold per turn right there. That alone would be a significant difference. But instead we don't have that. It's possible I may need to shift over to gold tiles instead of food and production, but I'd prefer not to if at all possible. I'm spending like, 30 gold a turn on the bribes or whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe only like 20 gold per turn. I think I completely overlooked that thing growing. Oh well. Hydro plant goes up next turn. no matter what it looks like. This next turn will be pretty big due to picking up the civil society thing. Oh, one more turn. One more turn. We're already working all of the gold tiles here, aren't we? Lack of commerce opener, lack of other things. Frustrating. The fact that then part of the other problems here is having that great engineer means we've been paying for that every turn too. 33 spent on unit maintenance, and we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13. So nearly 3 each. So I've saved 3 gold a turn this entire time for the past, 20 turns. That'd be another 60 gold. I literally just threw away that other 60 gold. That also didn't help. I'm trying to avoid losing production or other important things here. And food. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the armory at a minimum. Like, I don't understand why I have armories in both of these cities, but no. They're not like in the capital, and yeah, and no barracks in the city. It's all very strange.
Salve.
Waliunanawalahke. Nikaki.
Something strange seems to be going on with the video, and I'm not sure what, because I cleaned out memory. I'll have to check later. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up too badly. What is going on? I'd have to stop this video.